Welcome back. I'm just getting ready for work, which starts at 9. I'm honestly not sure how I'm gonna get through this day because I just slept so shit last night. We had load shedding at midnight, which meant that we couldn't have the fans on, and it was so hot. It was just ridiculous. It was still around 30 degrees at 7 p.m, which was just really crazy. So I am feeling extremely tired right now. Anyway, I've got a couple of meetings today, so I'm trying to just make myself look at least a little bit presentable. I don't usually do my makeup or hair or anything for work since I do work at home. By the way, if you haven't tried this stuff and you're blonde and you have damaged hair, it's amazing. I've been using it for a couple of weeks now and I can really feel the difference. It's just this Redken acidic bonding concentrate treatment, and then this leave-in conditioner is honestly the best too. Anyway, I'm hoping that you can hear me because we do have some builders outside working on the pool area. If you didn't watch my previous vlog, I did like a little rundown of what our plans are for that, and oh, the lighting is horrible in here. So yeah, we're currently fixing that up. Since I went off of the pill, I have really been struggling with my skin, like breakouts, like I've never had before. So I went on to like a prescription retinol, and I'm definitely in the purge phase because it's 10 times worse. I've been on it for about like 5 weeks now, so hopefully the purge won't last for too much longer because it is an annoyance. I used to use Clindoxil, which is like a topical antibiotic. You know, it used to work so well, but that just doesn't have any effect on my skin with whatever's going on at the moment. I feel like it's super resistant to everything, which sucks. A lot of it is like scarring at the moment, but I've been using the standard beauty range, so this lactic acid toner. It's not doing anything for the scarring yet. It says that it is for hyperpigmentation and uneven skin. Does anybody else put their toner on with their hands? I just feel like it uses a lot less product. I know that scarring does take a long time to fade though. I remember when I had bad skin at a stage in college and those scars just took forever to disappear. So I know it's not going to be a quick process. Just using some hyaluronic acid. I love the standard beauty range. It is amazing. I was actually considering getting the advent calendar this year, but I wasn't too sure because it was quite expensive. So I was like in two minds about it. But yeah. I just couldn't justify spending that much on an advent calendar. I mean, you're probably getting a lot of good products though, so this is the only cream that is helping since I've started retinol, because my skin was just so dry and flaky and like everything I put on burned. Like it felt like my skin was on fire. It got really bad. I had like red patches and everything. It's actually really painful. I need to go to town at some stage today. I planned a couple of meals this week. I didn't actually have any time to do any sort of meal prepping this week, so I really wanted to post that vlog yesterday, and I feel like I'm a bit out of it because it took me so long to edit. I think I'm just going to do very basic makeup today just to sort of cover all of these because I'm a bit self-conscious about them. And the meetings that we have today are only team meetings. We don't have any client meetings, so not gonna go crazy with doing makeup. So yeah, anyway, I'll probably go to town a bit later. I usually like to go super early in the morning when it's quiet, but today is gonna be super hot again, so I just wanted to get my workout done before it got too hot. I feel like this time of the year is just crazy in the Free State. I'm from the Eastern Cape and it does not get this hot there at all, like not even close. I think at the moment they're probably still in like the 20s, like that side. We'll see in a couple of weeks when we go down for my dad's wedding. He's getting married on the 16th. I'm super happy for him. I haven't seen him this happy in like the longest time, so it's really cute. These things are the best blenders ever. Way better than a brush. I've actually never been a fan of using brushes. I feel like they don't blend that well. Maybe it's just the brushes I've been using. It's possible because I don't tend to splurge on makeup. I must say I'm actually a little bit nervous about this week because I have so much work to do. The company that I work for has very recently just gone through a massive like split because we were just getting too much work, so they kind of split it into estate agency and developer. Now I've been moved over to the developer side, but we've got so many big projects already running all at the same time. So it is going to be quite a stressful week because I've got 2 website designs to do, and they're like for really big developments, so you can't really screw up. But I'm just trying to stay calm and not stress too much. I also feel like things seem a lot worse in your head than it ever actually really is. Like, things can seem so overwhelming, but you get through them and then you look back and you're like, actually, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Anyway, I think I'm just going to make myself a smoothie and just get straight to work because we have our first meeting at 11:30, and I find like whenever we have a meeting really early in the morning, I feel like my focus kind of dies down a bit, because for me personally, I get the most work done first thing in the morning. It's like my best focus time. So when we have meetings during that time, obviously I can't work, and I feel like I just get a lot less done in the day. Hopefully, crossing fingers, it is a short and productive meeting. So I'm going to start over here. So I'm going to be making some vegan enchiladas sometime this week. So I got some carrots, red pepper, lentils, crushed tomatoes, tomato puree, avocados and wraps. And then I just got 2 cucumbers, tomatoes. And then tonight I'm going to be making a sun-dried tomato pasta with some chicken breasts for the protein. Just got some eggs and a bunch of fruit because that's honestly all I feel like snacking on with this heat. So that's our little haul. I'm going to put all of this away. I also wanted to do another garden update. So they finished this little wall today, so now we can level everything. And they also built the wall up at the back over there to sort of match the height of this wall. I think the next thing is probably going to be building the fireplace and trying to fill and level all of this. Matt is busy working out right now, so I think I'm going to start supper just so that we can have a bit more of an early night. when I was planning meals on Sunday, I saw this recipe on Pinterest and it looked really yummy. I'll put the link down below if it's any good. Okay, it's by All the Healthy Things. I mean, how good does that look? So I'm busy defrosting the mince. Can you hear the thunder? I see that the recipe says to mix beef and pork mince, but I've only got beef mince, so I'm gonna skip that step. But other than that, it looks pretty simple. So I think I'm gonna prep what I can and then I'll finish off the rest when we're ready to eat. I've barely picked up the camera today. I just had a bunch of deadlines that I really needed to meet. I'm feeling pretty exhausted, so I think I'm just gonna make something really simple for supper tonight because that is all I have energy for. So I just got some beef sausages and some chickpeas. Just gonna make a really simple chickpea salad. I've been obsessed with that lately, so I'm just gonna pop these in the air fryer. Super quick and easy. This morning was just absolute chaos. Matt has been trying to organize getting his new vehicle, managed to get it right. So yeah, I had to pick him up from the car dealership and bring him home while they were getting everything ready, and then when that was ready I had to take him back. And now he's had to go to Balfour, which is like a couple of hours from us, for work, so I'm not really sure what time he's going to be coming back. I'm feeling it's going to be really late because the last time he had to go home, he was like back at midnight. So I'm really hoping it's not going to be that bad because the house always just feels so weird when he's not here. I'm kind of just having one of those days where I'm just feeling like I'm in this, I think I'm just feeling like the end of the week energy dip, you know, that one that kind of hits when it's not quite Friday but it kind of feels like it should be. I've got a meeting coming up in 15 minutes, so I thought I'd just take a break because I'm feeling just really exhausted, to be honest. I could 100% take a nap right now, but I've also just kind of been like in my head today a bit. I saw something earlier, something along the lines of like, your happiness is your compass. So basically saying when you're doing things that make you happy, that kind of signals to you that you're on the right track and you're on the right path and everything. And I just got thinking, you know, like about all the things that really truly make me happy and where I want to go with my life and what I want to do with my time, and just like thinking about the changes that I want to make next year. And you know, sometimes you just have that like gut feeling that something's gonna shift, and I'm feeling that about next year. So yeah, I've kind of just been like thinking of my goals and what I want to accomplish, and you know, what I want to change. And something that I really do want to do this year is a vision board for 2024, but not like a digital one, which is the only way I've ever really done it. I really want to try and do like a physical vision board, because I feel like there's something about putting your actual like energy into it and touching the images and pasting it on a board. Sounds strange, but I just feel like, you know, it's almost like journaling, but journaling in a notebook versus just writing it in the notes app of your phone. It has a different feeling and a different energy about it. Yeah, so I feel like I really want to give physical vision board a go this year. I've just kind of been thinking about everything, and I've been in my head about it. So yeah, that is definitely something that I want to try. Anyway, enough about that, because I feel like this could end up with me getting a bit too deep, and I literally have a meeting now, so I'll probably catch up with you guys a little bit later. And it's 5:30. That was a very long meeting, but it was super productive, and it actually honestly just lifted my spirits a bit. Anyway, Matt still isn't back. I don't even think that he is on his way back yet, but I think I'm gonna get started with supper just to get it done and in the oven. And then I really want to do some yoga because I didn't get to work out this morning, so I think a nice like yin. I was considering doing some studying tonight because I have signed up for my Pilates teacher training. So I've been trying to work in some studying time after work every day, but it is very difficult when you're feeling super exhausted. So honestly, I think this is where that like discipline versus motivation thing comes in. I know that I do have, you know, that last little bit of energy in me to just study and just get it done with, but I end up choosing the more comfortable route, which is just chilling on the couch watching Netflix. And Matt and I are really trying to practice self-discipline, especially after this year. I feel like we fell off track like with all our goals, and yeah, we just haven't really been very motivated. I mean, I stopped working out for like 4 months. I've only recently just started. About 2 months ago, not even a month ago, I started working out again. And yeah, it sucks when you realize how much strength you've lost, and you like see your body changing, and you don't feel as good in your clothes as you used to, and just feel, I don't know, more lethargic. Because I personally do, I always feel more lethargic on the days that I don't work out and more energized on the days that I do. So those months where we were doing zero working out, I actually felt worse. Like I don't even know why I thought I was doing myself a favor. To me, working out and moving your body, that's just looking after yourself, and like not even for aesthetics or how you look. It's literally personally for me, for my mind. When I work out, I honestly have like this mental clarity that I don't have when I have like rest days and things, which is why I still like to do yoga. And if it's not yoga, just going for a walk or just making sure that I move my body in some way. And I tell you now, the months that we were doing nothing, I've never felt worse. I was more anxious, I had a lot of bad days, I had a lot of like down moments, and I just felt like shit, to be honest. And I honestly think, you know, that thing that they say like movement is medicine, I 100% agree with it. I mean, my health changed as soon as I started working out again. I felt different. I felt like a different person. I felt like I could accomplish more and just get more done in a day. I'm going on a tangent now, but back to the point. Like, we are trying to practice self-discipline because for the past couple of months we have been anything but disciplined, and we've kind of just been taking the easy route with everything, and like almost seeing that as a way of pampering ourselves and like self-care and everything. But honestly, I think the self-care comes in when you are disciplined with yourself and you make sure that you show up for yourself and you do it. Like, that is when you're going to feel your best, not when you are choosing the most comfortable and easy route. So you know what, I am going to study tonight. I'm going to freaking study. I'm going to practice what I preach, and I'm going to start supper. I'm going to go do yin yoga, and then I'm going to study for at least 40 minutes. I mean, that's doable. That is 100% doable. I can definitely do that, and I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm not even giving myself the option. It's gonna be done. It's something I've been wanting forever, and I'm not gonna get it if my study stuff is just sitting there gathering dust. I'm gonna be making some vegan enchiladas. So it's just this lentil enchiladas recipe. It's on the 5sec health app. I think it's actually become one of my favorites. It is amazing. You know, Matt is a proper meat eater. He's not a huge fan of, you know, anything vegan, but he loves this. It's such simple ingredients, apart from the cashew cheese sauce, but it has so much flavor, it's ridiculous.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay. Merry Christmas, honey. Yeah. The snowman's dusting off his hat, putting on the show for everybody, to give them a smile that lasts another year. There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December ends, when the children are singing, yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas, baby.
Hey guys, it's now Friday. I haven't really had a reason to pick up the camera today. I've honestly just been working. But yeah, Matt actually didn't end up coming home last night. They got caught in a massive storm on the way back home, so they had to turn around and stay in a hotel for the night, so that sucked a little bit. I'm really hoping that he comes home tonight, but it's 4:30 and they're still there, so I have a feeling I might be spending the night alone again. But yeah, I've kind of just hit that time of the day where I'm craving an iced coffee, and I've really been wanting to try the gingerbread capsule as like an iced version. I've tried it hot and it was okay. It's different. Like, it's not something that I think I would crave, but it's kind of the same thing with the hazelnut capsule. Like, I really like that one cold, but I don't like it hot. Like, I feel like it's just too strong, but when you make it iced, then it's actually really nice. So I want to try the gingerbread one and just see if it's the same for that one. I don't know what it is about this time of the day, but I always crave coffee, and it's probably not great because it's kind of late, but in all honesty, it doesn't really affect me that much. I feel like caffeine affects me the most like on an empty stomach in the morning. That's when it starts making me feel really anxious and like just not amazing. But yeah, in the afternoons it really doesn't actually affect me all that much. So yeah, I'm gonna make a gingerbread iced coffee and see how that tastes, and I'm hoping it's good. I have a feeling it's gonna be. I love using the salted caramel protein powder in my iced coffees. It just makes it that little bit better. I don't use too much, literally just like half a scoop, maybe not even half a scoop. And then I just froth it up with one of these things. I don't know, it just makes it taste so much better. It's actually pretty good. So much better than the hot version. Anyway, I've still got an hour of work left. I just needed to take a little break. I have no idea what our plans are tonight. I don't know what time he's coming home. I don't know if I should make supper. I don't know if we're gonna braai. It's gonna be one of those Fridays. I think I'm actually just gonna take the opportunity to chill. I think if he does come home, he'll be super late anyway, so I highly doubt that by the time he does get back, he'll want to do anything. I'll probably just find out from him what he feels like. If he feels like pizza or steers, or I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't really know what I feel like myself, so yeah. But I think a chilled night seems good. I also don't know if I'm going to be vlogging the rest of the weekend. I know this weekend's going to be so busy anyway. Like, we've got a lot of house stuff to do. I don't know, it's just going to be really boring. I think next weekend's going to be a lot more fun. I'm really looking forward to it because, as I mentioned, my dad's getting married and we're going to go home for a little bit, just for like a long weekend. I actually only have a 3-day work week next week, which is amazing. Haven't really done anything festive this week, just been like a normal work week. I just got a call from Matt and he asked if I could just pick up some burgers for supper because he's not going to be back until much later, so we're not going to be braaiing or anything like that, which I'm actually okay with because we've kind of been doing that every Friday. And yeah, and sometimes it's just nice to get something, you know, quick and easy, no mess, just have like a chilled Friday night. So I'm really keen for that, to be honest. I don't mind at all, so I'm gonna go and get us some burgers. But I have been thinking that in 2024, like at the start, like in January, I really want to do some form of like health reset. I think my main focus for 2024 is gonna be sorting out my health. I haven't really opened up too much about it, but obviously after we had with trying for a baby and, you know, it not really going as planned, you know, going for a whole bunch of tests and things, my doctor did point out a couple of things that aren't ideal, especially for fertility. One that I honestly wasn't aware of was, this isn't necessarily linked to fertility, and one of the things that surprised me was my cholesterol is way too high for my age, and so is my blood pressure. The doctor said that I really need to have a look at what I am consuming and just try and stay away from, you know, a lot of dairy and animal fat and just all of that. So, and when I did a bit of research on it, it looks like there's actually a link between high cholesterol and fertility issues. There's not a whole lot on it, but I did find a couple of things, which is interesting. Obviously my doctor didn't make that connection. That's just something that I was looking into myself. So, you know, I don't know how accurate all of those studies were and, you know, all those articles and everything, but it does seem like there could be a link. Now, please don't take my word for it. Like, I'm not a doctor at all. Like, I'm literally just someone who is wanting a baby and looking into everything. I feel like when you want something so badly, it's kind of natural to, you know, dive into like researching everything about it. So yeah, that was quite interesting for me. But, you know, whether it's affecting my fertility or not, I do need to take care of it. And it's crazy to think, like, I'm 27 and I've got super high cholesterol. It's a little bit embarrassing, but I know it does run in my family. Yeah, when I say I want to do a health reset, it is purely for health reasons. Obviously the aesthetic part of it is a bonus, you know, when you do commit to a cleaner diet and working out consistently and just like really looking after your body. Obviously you're going to see improvements in, you know, the way your body looks, and that's just a bonus. But like, I've just noticed this massive link between my physical health and my mental health. There's like, it's definitely connected. I kind of touched on it a bit yesterday, like just when I'm not moving my body and when I'm eating a bunch of junk food and getting like takeaways all the time, I really feel it, not only physically but mentally too. I think a lot of people, when you think of self-care, like people immediately think of like face masks and baths and just like lighting a candle, but honestly the real self-care does come in with looking after yourself, like looking after your physical health, your mental health, just your body overall. You know, you won't want to cook a healthy meal after a long day at work, but then you kind of feel worse after eating the takeaways anyway, and you feel even more lethargic than if you had just made a meal. It doesn't need to even be like this super complex meal. It can be something so simple, and that's just like kind of my view on it. And I think it's something that I lost sight of this year, and I've really been feeling it physically, emotionally, mentally. I've just been feeling not quite myself. I don't feel as strong as I did. I don't feel as fit as I did. Yeah, so my focus for 2024, like my biggest and main focus is just to look after myself. And I mean, yeah, treat yourself every now and then. The way Matt and I lived this year is just actually embarrassing. I mean, when we moved to KZN, we were getting takeaways like almost every night, and then I wonder, you know, like why my skin's breaking out, why I've got all these other like health issues popping up. I've been taking the easy route and I'm over it. I'm just so over it. Like, I'm sick of my shit basically. And yes, I'm gonna enjoy December. I'm gonna drink my cocktails and eat all of the good food, but come January, I am gonna be putting a hard reset on my health. I don't want to do it in a way where it's unrealistic, where, you know, I set all these like health goals at the beginning of January and by February I've like fallen off of it already. That's definitely not the approach that I want to take, where it's like so unrealistic that you just can't sustain it. I'm really just gonna have like a good think about it and like try and do it in a way where it's still enjoyable. You know, I don't want to restrict myself. I don't want to feel like I can never enjoy a pizza or something again. Like, I just want it to be more balanced, and I feel like I have been in a place like that before. I mean, 2021, 2022, I was really good with keeping things more balanced, whereas 2023 I kind of just let myself go, and I feel like that almost like rubs off on the people around you. Like, I definitely saw it rub off on Matt. I think we were both like kind of rubbing off on each other. Like our unhealthy habits. It's so much easier if someone says to you like, no, tonight we're not going to eat out, we're going to have something healthy, to then, you know, eat healthy. Whereas if like your partner is like, no, let's just get takeaways, it's fine, and then you give into that, like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much, like, I feel like we're all very heavily influenced by the people around us. If they're living healthy, then obviously you're gonna want to live healthy. I feel like I've gone on a whole rant, but the gist of it, I'm gonna go and get burgers tonight. I'm gonna enjoy December, Christmas, New Year's and all of that, and then come January we are gonna be refocusing on our health. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. Like, just feeling like myself again. Actually gone on a huge little tangent now, and I need to go and get some burgers. But yeah, I think I'm actually going to end the vlog off here. If you have made it this far, I know it has been a pretty boring vlog. It was pretty much just like a work week in my life, but I definitely think it just helped me get back into like the swing of vlogging and picking up the camera regularly. I think once you take a break, it becomes a bit like daunting to pick the camera up, so you kind of just put it off. And I know the sound quality has been pretty shitty in this one too, because I haven't been using my mic. The little bracket broke, so I can't attach it to the camera, so hopefully I'll be able to sort that out for the next vlog, but if not, you're just gonna have to bear with me until I can sort it out. Hopefully next week's vlog will be more interesting. But yeah, as I said, this weekend we're literally just gonna have a very chilled weekend, doing as little as possible, because next week is going to be crazy, and yeah, we're just going to need the rest. As I said, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching this very long vlog. I'll see you next week. Bye.